Alright guys, so in this video I will show you how to set up your machine preferences and our library and plugins for live performance. So let's go right into it. I have a machine main window. I'm going to go to the top left and click that arrow. I'm going to click File and Preferences. Boom. So in the general here, I'm not going to go over everything, but only the metronome. And you're going to want to leave that unmarked. And why? What is a metronome, first of all? The metronome is the click that you're going to have to keep you in rhythm while performing. But when you're recording or when you're performing live, it can sound very unprofessional as well as annoying if you have the click or the metronome on. So make sure it's disabled and disabled. Next thing I want to talk about real quick is the quantize. As you can see, it's none here. And what is a quantize? Well, quantize is related to the metronome as well. It means that if you're performing a rhythm and it's out of cadence or out of beat, the quantize button will allow you to put that back in rhythm. But for live performances, we're kind of playing with the flow and kind of freely, so we won't need the quantize button. Also, if you do have it on and you're recording a video at the same time, well, your video is not going to be in tune with your audio. Next thing I want to talk about will be the audio. This will have to do with the interface here. So the core audio is usually your laptop. The device here is Maschine MK3. That means that my Maschine MK3 is now acting as the sound card, and that means that my speakers are into my machine and my machine is acting as the sound card for the laptop. Next thing I want to talk about will be the input and output, but more so the output. All right, so over here we have main left and main right. Those will be my speakers. And on the 3 and 4, we have our headphones, which allows me to hear my performance if I don't have speakers, for example. Next, I want to talk about the library. And we're going to want to be on factory here. What is the library? Well, the library is where all my sounds are stored. Could be anywhere from a sample to a keyboard sound to a kick or a snare, and you will find those in the factory. If you cannot find a sound that you know you have, you can simply press rescan. Or you can go to user, especially that's very convenient if you have a lot of hard drives. With the user, you can just rescan again or add using the browser of your desktop. Next, we'll go over the plugins. Well, what is a plugin? Well, I'm glad you asked. Plugins are any third-party plugins or virtual instruments that are usually coming with the machine or that you've acquired over the years. So this is the plugin manager. As you can see, some of them are marked and some are not. And what that means is that when they are, I will find them over here in my library. Next, we have the locations. So this is where all my plugins and external virtual instruments are stored, and it works the same as the library. If you can't find something, just rescan or press add and fetch it manually. All right, guys, I think I covered the most important points here of the machine preferences, and now you're ready to perform live.